Hello everyone. So basically, connection died. It's raining. I'm not sure if that's the fault. I don't even know what happened to get these out of here. And yeah, so basically, what we were talking about again? I forgot what I said, before.
It's okay. You say whatever you know.
Okay, anyways. So, yeah. So, anyway, people, once they find their winning formula in life. My winning formula is, I don't know. I don't really know. Okay, so, what I'm looking for is just get past school. And then once I'm 18, I finally get to do whatever I want. Except for drink. Yeah. And go to college. And then have friends so I don't be bored to death. Hopefully not have a creepy roommate. Or move into my mom's house. And then I move out after college. Make some money, start, online business or real estate, whatever. And then I get my own house. Then my mom might want to come, so I charge them $1,000 rent or more. And then, yeah. And then keeps going after that, and then retire at a young age. And then just live on a cruise. Yeah. Okay, so that's just, not the winning formula. It's just, it's not a winning formula. It's just, a plan. Yeah, it's not a winning formula. It's just a plan. Whatever. So, the expert also had a few other notable points on winning formulas. So the expert said that it conflicts between parent and child, because parents don't want them to leave, and they want to follow their formula. Asian parents are I have been a doctor. I've worked so hard for you. So you have to go get good grades and become a doctor too. And then the kid goes to acting, and the parents how dare you? You disrupt the family generation. Your grandpappy, your great-grandpappy, all been doctors except for you. You disgrace. Just kidding. So, parents want to follow their formula and way of living, and then when the kid just goes on their own, they're oh my gosh, so you don't want to spend time with mommy? Oh my gosh. Oh, fine. If you do that, you can't call me mommy anymore. So, yeah. So basically, that's what parents like to do. Kids, when they're high school, they just go out, do their own thing, sneak out. Yeah, and then every parent is still shocked by that. How come that's not my child? I didn't raise no child to sneak out. And then the kid can be wait, didn't you sneak out when you're 15 too? So, and they're gonna be hey, don't learn from me. Only learn the good stuff. Okay, anyways, so you want to give your child power over money. You want them to control money, doing not spending it crazily, but yeah. So most people, they work for money. They need it. I needs it. Rich people 2019 has tons of money. Rich people 2020 has that toilet paper. Okay, so rich people, most people would work paycheck to paycheck for the money, but rich people, they kind of want the money. They don't really need it. So that's why, they work better. They're not working their butt off as much as they used to. Because if you start, needing the money, you start working paycheck. You get desperate. And you start, doing whatever you can to get the money. Well, sometimes you don't need to, be so fast. You can, slowly build it up. As long as, you want to take risks. You don't want to take no risk. But, yeah. What am I saying? I don't know. Okay, so, yeah. Okay, so now, do you know Al Bundy? I don't even know who that guy is. It's, from...
Some TV show that we watch. My generation. You don't know who.
This is from an old television sitcom called Married with Children.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
So, it's an example of people living with a winning formula that are no longer working. Basically, people back then, they had the formula is basically, let's go work. Work for 80 years. Retire, they die. Bam. Done. Now, we're okay, go to school, go to college, extra courses, go to the job, quit a job, choose a different job, okay pay, go to this job. okay, whatever. Live in Laguna Hills. No, out of Anaheim. Retire at 40. Bankruptcy. Retire. I don't know. That's what how it is. Like I feel like rich people are like still like even if they're successful, I feel like they still work way harder. Do like getting there is hard, but like maintaining it is also like kind of hard because you can literally just spend all of that in like literally a lot of really fast. It might hurt your soul, but probably not. Just have life creation, and then your kid gets like $1 million to spend it on like things. Hurts your soul. Mm-hmm. Okay, so anyway, so he used to hate the program and refused like to watch the Married with Children TV show, but then he realized that he hated the program because it hit too close to home, like it's too like similar to his household. So for those who may not be like he says that for those who might not be familiar with the program, like me, so El Bundy is the star of the show. He's an ex-high school football star. He's like super good and like scored 4 touchdowns at his high school, right? So his wife like won in school by using sex as a big part of her winning formula. Man, what a hoe. Okay. So because he was a football star, she's like, she was a gold digger and got pregnant. And yeah, that's someone that you don't want. Just because you're a star of the show, they're like, oh, Al Bundy. Okay, so basically, and then 20 years later, he's a shoe salesman, living in the memory of 4 touchdowns, all that. You know, like you can be a star of football, whatever, and it doesn't work out, and later on, you're just like some dude, and then you go to a high school reunion, and then they see you. Whoa, isn't that a football star? Like, what are you doing now? Are you successful? No, I'm just working at gym. Yeah. Okay, so people like change a lot. Yeah. So you want to find like a good winning formula, all that. So the next thing was a winning formula with power. So when it comes to money, many people develop a winning formula without any power, because what can you do without power? Nothing. Yeah, and so you don't want money to take control of you. Like you see those rich people that get rich, and then money gets to their head, and they do drugs, and then all that happens. And then they flex with all the money. Not really smart with the money. And yeah. So, I like how some people like to flex with like $10K in their hand, even though their net worth is like less than $1 million. Okay, this is probably like they're 20 years old. Like, hey, got 20K. Okay, anyways. So we want to find power. When it comes to money, many people develop a winning formula without any power. So basically, in other words, people like often set up a losing formula with just for money because they have no power over it. So he says that as strange as it might seem, they set up a formula that loses them money because it's the only formula they know. You don't want to focus on one thing only. Like you don't want to keep doing the same thing over and over again, not willing to change. Change formula sometimes you're gonna need to change. You need to get your mode 1, and that doesn't work. Like malfunction, you go to mode 2. Okay, so you want to find the power and create a winning formula because we've been saying winning formula, all that. So one important thing that a parent can do is you have the child to create a winning formula. Not make them follow the parent formula, their formula.
That's my mistake.
So this book is probably like supposed to be for the parents, I think, to read.
For kids.
No, it's mostly targeting the parents. Like, okay, you need to teach your kids this, but whatever, I don't care. Has purple on it. It says rich kid. Yeah, I'm a kid. Well, teen, but still a kid because I'm technically not an adult yet. And then my mom takes away my phone and like, you can do whatever you want once you're 18 or older. I want to be 18, but I also don't because taxes. Okay, so recently a pastor of a large church called him and asked if he could like speak with that church. I don't know when this book was made. Like probably like a few years ago, so it's not really recent. So his record for church attendance was like pretty spotty at best. So he's like went to this Methodist church when he was like the age of 10, and he began looking for other churches, and he did this because he was studying the U.S. Constitution, all of that stuff. Yeah, I mean that's important, right? You need to know your government, 8th grade stuff. I think that's important. Like you need to know everything. But then you're learning about ancient tribes. I mean, history is.
I think those were useless. You don't do anything to it.
History is interesting, but I don't think like it's really like necessary.
It's not. It's just waste of time. But you still need to get an A.
Yeah. So like it's interesting. It's something that I can learn on spare time. Like, did you know that the Tyrannosaurus Rex lived closer to the humans than it did to the Stegosaurus? Okay, so that's like a fun fact. Like history is mostly like fun facts.
Yeah, you don't want to waste your time on that.
Yeah, because there's science, and apparently it showed up in science. Anyways, so yeah, we're done with that. Basically, he just talks about how he's the church and all that. So now he talks about an ounce versus a ton. So an ounce is like pretty light. This is like not a pound. It's like I don't know, like 10 ounces. I don't know. It's really light. And a ton is like a car. It's not a big car, not too small of a car. It's like a coupe. Yeah. So the rich dad often said that you cannot teach a poor person to be rich. You can only teach a rich person to be rich. Because most poor people, they're poor for a reason.
The mindset.
The mindset. Yeah, so you can teach like maybe a poor person, but probably like no, that's not gonna work. It's so scary. But the rich people, they know what to do. Like they're interested in money. You can like, okay, hey, yo, rich dude, hey, what if I can tell you, I can tell you how to be rich. They're gonna be like, I already am rich. Like, what about I can double your money? And like, I'm listening. Rich people are like, so I can double your money. Like, okay. So you have to do this or that. You have to be courage. Like, no, that's too risky. I have nothing. Like, you have nothing to lose here. Why don't you do it? You have nothing to lose. The rich people have a lot to lose. But somehow they still do it. So poor people, his poor dad often said, I'll never be rich. I'm not interested in money. I can't afford it. And that's the poor person mindset. They're like, I don't need money anyways. I'm never going to be rich. Negativity. My favorite. Eat it for breakfast. Okay, so maybe because like all those medical bills when he was like, he got injured and then his sibling I think got injured and all that medical bills, all it's expensive. Why is it so expensive? Wow. I mean, it probably costs a lot. They probably have a cure for cancer out there, but they know that they're making a buttload of money off the medication, so they're not giving it. Yeah, so because like most people like struggle financially and all that because they're just afraid to lose even more money, and yeah, like I feel like rich people lose more money than the poor people. Like Jeff Bezos, he lost like $2 billion I think once, right, in a day. That's more than some people ever will make, and he lost that in a day. They lose more. Like, I guess, like, the better, like, the more fancier or, like, more money you have, the more money you lose. Like, you can live in, like, a super nice house, but the rent will be higher. In the game of life, it might sound cool, but, yeah, not the real life. Board game. Since it's a board game, the house doesn't really matter, but in, like, real life, like, you need a house to keep your mind straight from not being crazy. Like, before we moved here, my mom apparently was going crazy. Not like weird crazy, but like she couldn't think. You can literally see an all old video. Look at her desk, and it's still messy today. And she says, "You need to be cleaner." I'm like, "Look at your desk." Okay, whatever. So you don't have to be born poor to become poor. You can be like super rich. Like some people win the lottery, they get $15 million, and then they do stuff, and then they lose it in a day. Then they're homeless. Yeah. So you don't have to be born poor to be poor. Many people are poor because they learn to be poor at home. The parents are like, we're never going to be rich. We're stuck in a hole right now. Yeah. So people can develop like a poor perception of themselves even though they can come from a rich middle class family. A poor middle class like family. I think it's easier to like have negativity and positivity, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because there's more negative in the like there's a good amount of positive in the world. The thing is,
News is all negative.
yeah. So so like they're like, hey, like, oh, these people got and they're gonna ace the class, they're gonna be doctors, and you're like, ooh, that's pretty cool. But then you hear the news, this guy's in a car accident, a plane hit his car, he's missing both of his limbs. He's missing an ear, and you're like, oh my gosh, did you hear about this? Did you hear about this? and that negativity goes spreads faster. Like coronavirus. It's pretty negative.
They keep on talking about it on Facebook. Everyone's
going to panic, and then they go to like a lot of people go to Costco, bulk buying, go to the cash register like a huge line, which even can spread the coronavirus even more. So dumb are they? They want to survive the coronavirus. Ends up gathering a huge place. Ends up giving them coronavirus. Okay, so so I'm gonna finish this page and then we're done for right now. So basically, many people gain a weakened perception, like self-perception, along the road of life because like things happen to them, like they get into debt, I can't afford. Like some people say, like I'm in debt, I can't stop working right now, I can't afford to quit. If I could just have a few more dollars, life would be easier if I didn't have kids. I'll never be rich. I can't afford to lose money and more. Operation Hero melted dealt it. Okay, so as his rich dad said, like the more money you need, the less power you'll have. Like there's many people who do well in school and landed on a high-paying job, but the thing is, they're not learning how to like invest and make even more money. Like they get the paycheck, they save half of it and spend half of it, and then make another and then spend more, like that. As most people do, like
they spend more than they have. Too.
Yeah, they get the paycheck. They're like, okay, wait for the paycheck to come home, okay, darling? Like, yes, Papa. Okay, here's my paycheck. Let's blow it all
in one day.
You can spend money faster than you earn it. So that's all for this time. I hope you enjoyed this video of Rich Kid, Smart Kid. Yeah, go buy your winning formula, not your parents' formula, even if you're an adult. They're gonna be like, hey, divorce. Okay, that man or a woman is not good for you. A gold digger and he's weird or she's weird. Okay? Like they set standards for you. You have your own standards. Bye.